There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a searching pass. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shapes to shoot! And he's following up! And he has kept it out somehow!
Scholes is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! Goal! Brazil! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. No, he's not getting past him there. Driving on and making good progress. Rummenigge purring through. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Just eases him off the ball. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well measured. Thinks about the shot. Maldini tries to clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Puskás conjures time and space where few can.
Pretty robust defending.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is ended up in no man's land. Akanji. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Marquinhos. For Messi. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
Oh no, this does not look good. Forced to go back. And he's in on... It's Ronaldinho! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Batistuta. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And this is Batistuta. And here's Batistuta! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's there to belt it away. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's wide, but not by very much.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that's well spotted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
goals. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Brazil are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So off we go again. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Yamal. Oh, now it shoots! Ronaldinho with the clearance. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's hoisted clear. Yamal, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Now it's Puskás. He's in a great position here. Pass is just off target. Nuno Mendes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Shot a goal! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Brazil now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Araujo clears without hesitation. And it's Ronaldinho. Akanji cuts out the pass. Edmilson. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Puskás. Marquinhos cuts it out. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Puskás. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Puskás. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That pass has been well intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Ronaldinho. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Big chance! Araujo getting this one clear. Can he get on the end of this? That's a decent clearance.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
There's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. Nuno Mendes. Looking for options for movement. Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Puskas. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Edmilson. Knocks it into space. Rummenigge. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge is onto this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode. Batistuta. And this is Neymar. Tries to pass it through. That's put paid to the danger. Nicked it back promptly. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, peguem seus bilhetes.